Alright, so can you tell me about what like the winters are like up here?
Very snowy. The one, well, it depends actually, because the one winter, me and Julie were standing on the lake with, I don't even know, I mean it was like literally up to our hips, and we were just having a beer, standing on the lake. It was so frozen. We were drinking a beer, and then we're looking up here and you couldn't barely see the house because it was so blurry, or it was so blizzardy or whatever, and it was so snowy. And it was a New Year's weekend, I'm sure. And then the last New Year's, no, I was pregnant, so it was New Year's. Jerry was out here ice fishing, and it was frozen, but it wasn't like snowy. But it was still frozen. It was cold, but it wasn't that bad.
Do you ever remember being snowed in up here?
Yes, that was the best snowy trip ever, winter trip ever. Because it was so much fun, and we all just played cards, and I think it was like 3 days maybe we couldn't get out, and the trucks and the snowmobiles were just like sinking into the snow. So it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I wish that would happen again, so we don't want to go to work.
How long do you think you played cards for?
Forever. Probably like hours on end. I don't even know. It was fun though.
Do you have any specific memories about any card games up here or anything like that?
Always the Herbie hand, Nana's hand. Always wins. I always win with a pair of deuces.
Okay. Do you have any advice for RJ and Deegan and Michaela and Bear and all of them and Ava and everybody? Do you have any advice for them growing up at the old Bears Den and experiencing?
Just to enjoy every second of it. Like, live it up and enjoy every second that you're here, because unfortunately we don't know how much longer we'll have it. I mean, it's a beautiful place. I mean, just enjoy it. Enjoy every time you're here.
What do you think about the tradition that the cottage has? How do you feel when you come up here, and what does it mean to you?
That it's so nice that our families can be here and enjoy every second and every time we're together. It even brings just my immediate family closer together, because we can spend as much time together here, because we all have our separate lives at home too, like including you coming in from Jersey to spend the weekend with us, and I love it. I like when all of our cousins are here and we get to see the babies grow up now, and it's great.
Good, cool. And do you have any stories about Driftwood or Blue Moon or anything like that?
Bubblegum ice cream, my favorite. We tried to get the boys to go last night, but they didn't really want the ice cream, so maybe next time. But I thought it was like huge when I was there when I was little, but every time we've gone it just doesn't seem that big anymore. But it's always a fun place to go and take your kids. I can't believe it's still there after how many years we've been coming up here. It's cool though that you get to take your kids there and be like, I was here every day when we were up here, and it's cool. I love it.
Do you feel that the cottage has brought you closer to even Uncle Jack and Aunt Carol and
yeah,
Uncle Raul?
Definitely, because it's the same thing. It's just spending time with somebody, and that's all you need to do to get close to somebody, is spend time and talk to them, and and it's nice to have pictures with everybody and see how everybody grows up and everything, and it's nice. I love it.
Okay, do you have any drunken stories about being up here?
Well, let's see. Of myself?
Any crazy booze cruises or anything that you remember about anybody?
There's so many. It's really hard to put one into place, but
Talk about all of them. We have plenty of time.
okay. I like when we threw shrimp in Tina's bed. That was a good one. And then she retaliated on Jimmy and pulled him off the snowmobile.
But do you remember who really was the culprit?
It was you. It was you. What are you, little shit? There's been so many good drunk stories. It's just when everybody's drunk though, they all say like stupid one-liners, like Julie's good for a one-liner, Bud's always good for a one-liner. Todd's been good for one-liners this weekend.
Do you remember Rob's cursed weekend? And like 5 things went wrong on him, and like every day something bad happened to him. You remember that?
Is that with the bees?
Yeah. Do you remember any of those stories?
Oh, I remember the bees.
Then he fell in the water and got electrocuted by the battery.
Oh.
And then his eyes swelled up like a pirate.
Oh yeah. Oh my god. He's ridiculous. And then
speaking of Rob, does he do any fancy tricks in the water?
the dolphin.
Can you talk about that?
He goes underwater, and then he comes up and he jumps up really big like a dolphin and makes this crazy dolphin noise. I can't even do it. And he does a turtle. The turtle pops up out of the water, and then he just sits there like a turtle.
What do you think about those?
It's crazy.
Do you
the one good story that is on YouTube actually. Logan and Jason were walking to the end of the pier, and he ended up with the wave runner. He ended up splashing them so hard that he knocked Logan down, like flopping like a fish. And then we got Bud up here saying, "You asshole!" And it's on YouTube. It was pretty funny though.
Can you describe how the water hit Logan?
Like a big spray of water that would knock down anybody, but Jason caught him pretty good, so.
Bless you. How was the 4th of July up here last year?
It was awesome. I mean, it was fun. It was just chaos because Dad invited so many people, and it was good because everybody came, and Carol and Uncle Jack and everybody was here with Jamie and her. No, her babies weren't born yet, so still. Excuse me.
Bless it.
Oh, goodness. And we had these two little ones, which were real little. And it was just the 4 new babies. There was a lot more peaceful last year than this year. And now they're running around like crazy. Right? Yeah. And Mama. So yeah, it was a good time. Fireworks were a little scary, but other than that, it was fun.
Can you talk about Lady Herbie? What's Lady Herbie?
BJ won Lady Herbie last summer. It's you roll the dice and you put $1 in for every roll. Is that right? $1? Yeah. And it's just you're supposed to get what, a 2 or 4?
Yahtzee. You just gotta roll Yahtzee. All the same.
Look how much I know. And that's why Lady Herbie was so big. How long did it go on for?
It's been Nana made it, so Nana made the Lady Herbie, so
Okay.
it's been a while.
Yeah, he's gonna fall. So yeah, and then BJ won it, so there had to be a lot of money in there. What, $500 or something? There was a lot of money.
Do you have anything else to say?
I love this place and I never wanted to go. It's the best and it's so relaxing, and I want my kids to grow up here the same way that I did. Learning how to ski and tube and wakeboard and all that kind of stuff because it's so fun and all that fun jazz.
Do you remember being over there on the pontoon, the booze cruise, when Buds slipped down the slide?
Yeah.
Can you tell me that story?
We were all a little saucy, and on the booze cruise, those are my favorite also. Everything about this place is my favorite. Yeah, favorite. Say Uncle Burn Burn. Burn Burn Burn. And Rob had bet him that he wouldn't go down the slide. He's like, oh yeah, I want to bet. So he was in his jeans and a shirt, and it probably was cold. And he ended up taking off his shirt, jumping in. He still had his jeans on, and he swam to the slide, but there was no water on it. And he he went to go down the slide, and it was literally like, "Arr!" And he stopped, and then he fell in the water. So he got back in the boat, and he was so red. Everything hurt, he said, and he had like plastic burn, if there even is such a thing. So yeah, it was pretty funny.
That's all I got.
That's all I got. RJ, do you have to say anything?
Do you remember any water balloon launches or fire hose stuff? Or
No, I never really did that stuff.
okay.
Here, come here.